What up? What up? What up? I know it's been a while. I've been a little bit busy and whatnot, so there's going to be a bunch of animes that I'm going to be talking about on this one because it's pretty much starting from Tuesday all the way until Thursday, I believe, because there's no animes that came out today. So, the first one I'm probably going to be talking about, I guess I'll just start off with Black Clover. So, Black Clover was pretty much they progressed it pretty fast because the last episode before the one that just came out was talking about all the selection of the elite knights and so forth and all of that. So I thought this episode that came out was going to be like them going over their like game plan and all of that. But no, they pretty much, the first half was we know where their hideout is at. We're going to go to their hideout. And then the second half is they're pretty much already in the hideout and they're fighting the musicians. Granted, all of the Midnight Sun people are not there. Is pretty much, I know that Shadow Users, he's like the main one there, so I don't know where the main guy is at, but they still found a hideout. It's probably not the hideout, but it's a hideout. So they're pretty much fighting all of that, and Asta is with the captain, and who else is with there? I believe it's Zora. I think so, yeah, because it said the two troublemakers and whatnot. So they're together, and then there's the captain of the, what was his name? The Silver Eagles, I believe. So pretty much those two are pretty much trying to get revenge because of the captain of the Phoenix Squad and whatnot. So that finally made sense why he joined the squad, is because he pretty much wants to get revenge because of what happened to his rival, aka cousin, if you want to go with that route and what so forth and all of that good stuff. So that's pretty much all that happened in that one, and it was I'm assuming it's probably gonna take maybe like 3 or 4 episodes before anything juicy really happens, seeing how they found the hideout and all of that pretty fast, and it was just like whatever. But hopefully next episode is pretty good. Next one is going to be Diamond and Waist Act 2. So that one is pretty much where Furia is like still like the top dog and all of that. He's still the ace and everything, even though all the numbers got removed in the what's this called, the coach said like it's not gonna matter anymore like that. But so after all of that, after all of that, Furia's still there, and then they're still practicing their pitches and whatnot. Samura is still pretty much being like the second string, even though he's still a first string pitcher and he's the relief for all of that. But then they're pretty much like practicing all of their pitches and whatnot. So there's really like nothing really too much to recap on that, because this is pretty much them like preparing themselves to go into the tournament and like building all of their training and all of that. So it's not like too much, but I know the next episode is going to be pretty good because obviously I've read some of the manga, so hopefully it's what I think is going to happen, then it'd be great. But I believe I went further up in the manga, so it might not be next episode, it might be next episode. So hopefully I'll see something good happen in that. What else did I watch? So that was Thursday, and then there is the One Punch Man, which pretty much it started off as like Saitama and King. They was pretty much just like playing the match inside, I believe it was King's place, and Saitama kept losing and whatnot, and then Saitama noticed there was like a little pager right there, and King said they pretty much gave out pagers as prototypes so you can know where other heroes are at when they call for distress and they need help. And Saitama was like, how come I didn't get one? And then King was like, oh, there was like a prototype, so they really didn't give out too many. And I still don't understand that, like, if every hero's supposed to have it, like, how did whatever. But so that one was pretty much that, and Genos pretty much has a little bad story of him getting his body repaired again, as always. Like every like 2 or 3 episodes, his body got to get repaired. He always goes like all out, and it's just repair time. But I know what's going to happen next because right now, I believe there's like 5 heroes. I believe that went after the monster. What the frick is he considered? A monster killer or monster? The one that considers himself pretty much a monster. The Gato. So there's 5 heroes that's going after him right now, and right now it's the little kid that's always been around Garo, and it's kind of weird because he was in their little secret hideout, and then he was like, oh, get out of our hideout, and then he didn't notice it was him, and then he finally noticed it was him. So now he's got to fight 5 heroes while the kid is still in that back shed, which go figure, that's going to be kind of weird, but I know what's going to happen there. So if they don't do like some type of filler stuff or anything like that, I know what's going to happen next episode, and I can't wait to pretty much talk about that. But that's pretty much all that happened with the One Punch Man. And then the Tate no Yusha, that one was like a plot twist right there, because I noticed that Lark, I believe that's his name, I noticed like he was a hero from another world, because obviously he's pretty much strong like now for me and the other 3 heroes, but I didn't know he was on the side of the wave. So now I'm kind of confused, like, so each side can summon heroes to fight for their cause, I was just assume, and I just don't get it, because like, whose side is actually right then? Is it the wave side that controls all the monsters, or is it the human side that pretty much that doesn't like do anything? Like, was there like a big fight and the humans won and drove the monsters into the wave, and or whatever happened? So hopefully we'll see what happens in the next episode of that, because right now they're pretty still much saying that now for me is the strongest of the other 3 legendary heroes. And I still don't understand how I know how he became strong, but I don't understand how he became the strongest when he had pretty much a late start on becoming stronger. Like, when everybody was like 80 and something, he was still 40 and he couldn't get a class upgrade and all of that. Now that he got a class upgrade, he somehow became the strongest because of he did more knowledge on learning how to play his class, so to speak, as opposed to the other ones were just leveling up their skills, and they wasn't like sharing information with each other. Well, they was sharing information with each other, but they wasn't sharing information with him, because he was still considered the omen, the bad guy and whatnot. So we'll see how that one plays out, but I really don't know how that's going to play out, because Glass is on that side, and then there's Lark, and there's the other girl that uses like she uses like jewels and stuff to summon like magic, which is fire, lightning, and all of that, wind. So I don't know how that one's going to really play out, because when I went to the end, well, what happened at the end was pretty much them trying to like help now for me and the other 3 heroes, and then I just don't understand, like, why are they fighting each other? Like, what's the whole reason? What's the backstory? Like, what is the reason Glass told Lark and the other girl that they gotta fight, as opposed to what they told the other 3 legendary heroes? Because they're obviously fighting for their worlds. So I don't know if Lark is part of that world and somehow it's in like another universe, and that universe is attacking that one, and it's pretty much a life and death scenario. I don't know if it's something like that, but we'll see. Hopefully they explain more in next episode, or like go through some type of backstory to see why all of this is happening. But I mean, it is great so far, so can't complain about that. Was there anything else? The last thing would be Karakuri Circus. So I just recently watched that one, and I thought it was kind of weird because Narumi regained his memory and so forth and all that. Masaru went to go fight with Narumi towards the end of the last episode. So this episode, he pretty much flashed the camera at Narumi and burned his retinas, so it takes a while for his retinas to come back, so he couldn't see who he was talking to. So he pretty much just said he's a stronger guy than Narumi, which I don't believe, because I mean, granted, Masaru is strong, but I don't believe he's as strong as Narumi, because one, Narumi has the Shinigami blood. I know Masaru, he probably drunk some, but he doesn't have enough as it's where it's like Narumi. So after they got done fighting, pretty much Masaru told Narumi to go find Shirogane because that's the reason why he just stay on Earth and he's gonna come back. He has a plan and all of this. When in fact he didn't actually have a plan. He just wanted to go to the space to pretty much stop Faceless and like save everybody. He wants Eleanor, aka Shirogane, and Narumi to be happy while he pretty much suffers, I guess, the fate of being the hero in the end. But when Masaru got into space and well, he was still going into space, and the assassin guy pretty much helped Masaru get there because they had one puppet there ready to shoot down the space shuttle, but then the assassin guy took it for like 10 yen and he's like, mission complete. I don't know if he survived, I don't know if he's dead, but half of his body is shot up, so we'll see how that plays out. I don't know if he drunk any of the Shinigami blood to recover, or he's just straight human and he's gonna die, and it's just, that's it. I mean, the woman he said he was in love with is already dead, so they might just kill him off also. So now Masaru is in space with Faceless, and this is pretty much how I end how Faceless got a new body. He has a human body. He built a bunch of friend scenes, and Masaru just pretty much got on his knees and like, tell me how to stop the disease from happening. I'm like, was that like your whole plan, like just to go up there and beg, not even bother trying to fight and get it out of him? I mean, obviously there's gonna be a fight, but why would you beg first then fight? Why didn't you like fight him and then come to some type of conclusion, as opposed to like, oh, please stop this from happening, I want to save everybody? That wasn't a very good plan in my book, so we'll see what happens in the next episode. Obviously there's gonna be a fight in the next episode because there's pretty much, it's Faceless and there's a bunch of friend scenes right there, so I don't know if he can control the friend scenes to fight for him, or he gotta control them via like the puppetry. So it doesn't look like they was like puppets. It seemed like they was actually like the legendary puppets to where they could pretty much move on their own free will and whatnot. So that's pretty much all the animes that I've pretty much caught up on, and I'm gonna try to probably stay more up to date, but I was a little bit busy and I couldn't really do the videos because it just wasn't possible for me to do the videos. But I have been thinking about doing the unboxing videos. I'll probably do one a month. I'm gonna choose what thing I'm gonna go with because they are freaking subscription based, and I pretty much have to like pay it every month, so I need to figure out what subscription I want to go with. Obviously it's going to be anime related. I can't, because I used to do the Lutaku, the anime crate, and then I did like loot anime, and there was like there was a bunch of anime boxes, but there's also other boxes I did that just gave me like stuff that wasn't anime related. It was just stuff. So I'll see about doing those again, and then I am gonna be going back on my Twitch to do some more stuff on there. I mean, I have been like playing video games and whatnot, but I haven't been on Twitch per se. I need to get back on Twitch so I can actually just like get used to it, because right now I just get on there but I'm not really used to it. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. This is Sanni saying sayonara.